Gosh darn it. OBS Studio. Okay, let's play the game. Where are we? Okay, longest journey. The longest journey. Yes, UAC. I will play the game. Is the desktop muted? I have to check. Yes, it is. Okay, I know how to deal with that. Or do I? No. There we go. I don't even know my own shortcuts. You set all your own shortcuts in this game, in this OBS Studio, and I don't know any of them. Okay, here we are on the longest journey again. Because my computer crashed and... oh my god. Hopefully, at least you don't have to hear my ranting about philosophy and stuff. Just drinking some water. I should mute the mic for that, but, you know. Okay, chapter 2. We're going to talk to Venstrom Tobias.
Excuse me.
Who is very long-winded. Tweet. Twitter. Okay, well, I'm going to have to be right back. Sorry. You know what? I also need better headphones. That would help quite a bit. I had some good headphones, but they broke. And it's really annoying. And I have to get right up on this mic to speak for it to come out any kind of loud. What can I say? It was like a $30 mic. It's like infinitely better than the one that's attached to my headset, but even then. So I am back, by the way. Let's try to get this ball rolling. It switched to itself. Okay, whenever I switch back and forth, if I minimize the game and bring it back up, it like flashes sometimes. Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little. You never know. So, I need to ask about a man named Brian Westhouse.
Do you know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
Don't worry about it.
Him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more than that.
I'm just a lady of the night trying to get my money, that's all. It's none of your business.
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
That's rude.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Well, I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there, and I think he collects maps of the Northlands.
You hear that, Bing? That means we got ourselves a quest. I think I've asked him all these questions before.
How am I supposed to get back to Stark?
He is very long-winded.
The
It's
only
kind of
way
annoying,
to get back
but
is through a shift. You are a shifter, April, and the power to travel between worlds is within you.
It might be within me, but it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon.
I wish I could help you, but I cannot. You must find the path on your own.
he is what they call in the trade an info dump. He's just there to just put a lot of info at your face in a short amount of time because you might or might not need to know it. So I am compelled to ask him all these questions though because I do play adventure games sometimes. I say sometimes because I'm selective about the adventure games I like. But I do feel compelled to go through every single text, what do they call it, branch?
Do you mind if I ask you some questions about Arcadia?
I will try my best to answer any question you may have, April.
It is interesting. It is interesting, though. It is interesting stuff.
What's the history of Arcadia?
There is so much I do not know where to begin. In truth, it would be wiser to ask someone else, unless you wish to know about the Fathers, the Balance, or Mudhoppers.
Mudhoppers?
My secret passion. I study them. They are a most fascinating species. Most fascinating indeed. But I am not practically versed in the intricacies of history, I'm sorry to say.
Well, you're not much help, are you?
What's Marcuria like?
I have lived in this city all my life, and still it amazes me what a diverse, exciting, and wonderful place it is. Many have called Marcuria the jewel of the Northlands, and they are right. But it is a diamond in the rough. A city this size can never be flawless. There are always shadows and people who hide in them. Lately, the shadows have grown and darkened, and I fear for the future. But Marcuria is still a wonderful place to live.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Okay, okay, something's bugging me. Something's bugging me. Okay, that's better. That was bugging me. Sorry. It was something off screen. What can you tell me about the Northlands?
What are the Northlands?
The
Northlands.
Northlands is a collective term for all the lands north of the Great Sea and south of the border mountains, including Ireed, Tyran, and Khorasan.
That's pretty big.
Before, however, the word Northlands was used to describe this entire continent, including the territories north of the mountains and the icy wastes beyond that. Some still prefer the latter interpretation of the name. And to the people of the Southlands, anyone hailing from north of the Great Sea is a Northlander regardless.
So, racism. What is Ireed?
Tell me a little about Ireed.
Ireed means both unification and assembly in High Tongue, and many still call Ireed the unified country, even though it is an age and a half since the lands of the north joined together in alliance. Ireed stretches from the plains of Nedra in the north to the Great Sea in the south, and from the territories of Tyran in the west to the thick woodlands in the east. It is populated by humans and Dolmare, Tyran, and a number of other races. It is even said that a tribe of Venar have a ring of trees in Riverwood, though I am not sure that is anything but a myth.
That sounds interesting. It sounds about stuff that I can't ever mean. I think that's a lot of stuff I can't ever see in this game, so I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could assist you.
I'm glad you could assist me too. I think we've gone through all these.
I'll see you later.
So we've got to
will.
find West
If
House.
you say so, then it must be true.
Oh my god. Shut up. You don't need to be so pedantic. So here we got the Marcuria market with lots of stuff happening. Pigs being pigged.
What the hell kind of animal is that?
You can like barely see it, the low resolution. I don't think you ever get a close-up look at it. It looks like a dinosaur, like a Diplodocus or something. So he said he happened to mention that he collects maps. So we'll ask the map merchant.
Maps!
I'm looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar west of house. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps!
It's a man, not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Fresh maps? Does that really make a difference?
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps!
Thanks for your help.
Yeah,
Maps!
We've exhausted him of all his questions, so...
Bye.
Maps, get your fresh maps here. Buy 2, get the second one half price.
Seriously, you're not going to help me? Oh my god. Well, we'll talk to the only other person on screen, besides that dancer back there.
How about a game of cups today?
Let's see if... Nope, nothing.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Suit yourself, but that attitude will never bring coin to your pocket.
Maybe Bird will know.
Talking bird. It's a talking bird.
Oh, we can't talk to him yet. Damn it.
In a
Well,
world without the screen, that's what passes for entertainment. And it's pretty darn good.
is it? The same 3 movements over and over is pretty darn good. I know, it's a limitation of the thing, but, you know... Look, she just restarted. I think we just have to keep asking him about Brian Westhouse.
Bye.
Well, never mind.
Maps, get your fresh maps here. Buy 2, get the second one half price.
You know what? I am lost. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I'm lost.
I wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
Is that a reference? That sounds like a reference. I think that might be a reference to Monkey Island. It sounds familiar. Maybe not.
The whole fountain's been carved in one piece from a granite-like material. Very impressive.
Very impressive. So, what do? Let's see if we can't find Brian Westhouse. Brian Westhouse. Okay, let's search the city gates. I'm pretty sure these guys aren't helpful.
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still, good to know where to get one in case of a musical emergency.
Is that a reference? Not a reference, a clue. Am I gonna have to find a musical instrument later on? I can't remember. Let's see if anyone here knows who Brian Westhouse is. Oh, I wish there was a skip button, but there isn't. Is there? Is there a fast forward button that I don't know about?
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Well, you're not helpful.
It's a small ship or boat. I don't know the difference. Is there a difference?
Apparently the difference is that a ship can carry a boat. But a boat can't carry a ship, I think. Let's see if he knows anything.
Hello again, old man.
I really am lost. I'm not sure where to go next.
It be you.
Yes, it'd be me. Oh, the world's slowest animation again.
See you later.
Oh my god, we've
If I not
exhausted
be
him.
dead, aye.
Why is he putting it back, though?
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about sailing anywhere in that. It's like a toy boat for children.
Toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat.
It's a lighthouse.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Okay. I know. Is there a way to fast forward? Pressing buttons. I don't think there is. Oh my god. I'm being so unprofessional. Ooh, what are these mountains? Docks. That looks like an interesting place. I want to go there. But no, I
Stout
can't.
guardians of the city. Wooden, but stout. And those guys must be part of the city watch. They look a hell of a lot more intimidating than the Newport cops, despite the lack of an exoskeleton.
I don't know. The threat... The gun was pretty threatening to me when we were there. Okay, let's... Maybe there's something in our inventory we haven't tried. That's usually a rule. Let's see. Inventory. Does you want some candy? No? No?
My intuition tells me
Maps!
that he sells maps. It's the maps merchant.
No. 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 Okay, well. Let's try playing cups.
Is that gold? Only valid Arcadian coin in iron and other precious metals allowed at my table, young lady. Take your worthless gold elsewhere.
Gold? Worthless? Now I have heard everything.
Because it's magic, you see. Gold is worthless. No? No? Okay, I guess we have to talk to Vestrum Tobias again, or something. Was there a... Why am I so lost? I really should have a walkthrough up, but you know what? I know how to play games. Let's talk to him, see what he knows. He told me he likes maps.
Excuse me.
We tried talking to the map merchant, but he doesn't know him. Maybe if we just keep talking to him.
Who did you say I should see about Westhouse?
The map merchant at the market may know. There is one thing I must tell you, however. Few would know Westhouse by his real name.
Oh, man.
In the
Seriously?
city, he is known as the Rolling Man because of his strange two-wheeled vehicle. A most dreadful and dangerous contraption if I ever saw one.
A bicycle?
Perhaps. It has a grotesque appearance, much like the Westhouse himself.
Man, this guy is judgy, isn't he? You're a very judgy person. Stop judging people. Okay, well,
I'll see you later.
I guess that's our
You
clue.
keep telling me so, and I do believe you.
Oh my god, shut up. You are not my favorite person right now. I guess I could have done that to begin with, but I really thought we could just ask the map merchant. Ask. I thought we could ask the map merchant. But here he is now, and we will ask him about the Rolling Man. Please, map merchant,
Maps.
sell us a map.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Because I need to find him.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers. Maps!
Seriously, guild rules. There are guilds. Well, I guess there would be guilds. I really don't know.
I really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
No, 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 young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Ah, blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you? I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
Please tell me where the rolling man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers.
Ah, we've triggered something.
You're late again. And you know what else? You're fired. Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere. Hired hell. Bah! Never hire a Dolmari to do a human job.
As if you couldn't tell, racism is rampant in this city.
What are you gonna do now without a delivery boy?
But it's
Hire
opened a
new
pathway
one, of
for
course.
us.
Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation.
Maybe I could help
Maybe
you.
I could help you out.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy. It could work if the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
Tip, you say? I'll take
I'll
it.
take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebave, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
I think we've spoken to him.
Oh, and remember to have the customer sign the delivery list. The Guild are sticklers for protocol. No signature, no money, no new jobs.
Bye now.
Oh, this one.
Maps,
I remember
fresh,
this.
detailed, life-saving maps.
I remember this. I remember this quest. Oh my god. Nebave, Captain Nebave is... I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's just being ironic or if he's being like... If he's really just a jerk, but it's... This is kind of an annoying little quest here. So let's get our map out. Is that the map? I guess so. Okay, well... Come on. Isn't it supposed to glow when you have a... No? Okay, well, I guess I just talked to him.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
You again.
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
What would you with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a delivery for him, a map from the map merchant at the Temple Market.
Aye. I be Captain Horatio Nebave of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jarl's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
Okay.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Oh, I literally just handed him... I keep pressing the wrong button. I literally just hand him the map now. Okay. Now I hand you the map. And
Thank
this
you.
is...
There's an errand for your trouble.
And here's where the quest gets a little annoying.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The one I just gave you.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
You son of a bitch.
Why not?
Brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner. A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't sign away my soul.
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within. And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
I do like that line, though.
You can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
It's a little bit of a leap in logic, but whatever.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
I like the excuse, though. Giving a religious excuse. It's funny.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
Why can't we just forge his signature then if it's going to be that easy?
Is there anything I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
What? What? What you guys say? What? I don't understand what's going on here.
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
But doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte, and straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal, but seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions?
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
Membership fees? I think that's a sign that you should get out of that religion. Well...
So, if I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Oh, I think you do. I think you do doubt it. Well, lucky for us, we saw a music stall. Where did it? Why can't I ever go back to where I want to? Luckily, we saw a music stall a few panes back. Few, screens back. That's what I meant. I was going to say panels, but then I said panes and it became a pain to me because I realized I messed up. Bam! Right here. Music. And we have a Florin. Aaron? Aaron. We have an Aaron. Auden. Hello, music maker. Play me some music. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man. Play a song for me.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Yeah. This is a real cute thing. I like this.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Boing, oing, 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 oing. That's pretty lucky they tipped us, though. That it? Oh,
As luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
well, the balance provided, didn't it? So now we go talk to the guy. I think the first time I played this game, that puzzle gave me a lot of trouble because I didn't even know you could talk to those guys. Sometimes you have to pixel hunt in this game. Hello there. We're back. I'm going to play you some
Hello.
music.
Bye.
Okay. Well,
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
I hope he does. You know what? I hope he does. I hope he brings vengeance on you. She does play pretty good, though.
Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Well, it's your fault for ordering the map. You would have had to sign anyways. Anyway. I always say anyways. I don't know why. Because I live in Hispanic. I am Hispanic. No, I literally am Hispanic, so that's not racist for me. Ignore me! Let's go talk to the map merchant again and see what he has to say about our job well done. I think we just have to hand him the list. Yep, finally, something I know.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's
I
a
think this is
memorial
gonna go
to
on a
those
while.
who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way. Nasty, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrock Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The Rolling Man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Aha. Aha. A comedy bit straight out of Abbott and Costello. But I do appreciate I do appreciate it though. Hello, Mr. Westhouse.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Nation, what is it now? Guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark!
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were 2 of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
I think I like all the characters in this game. They're all very cool and very interesting.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Well, I have this map.
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
I'm sure there's plenty you could figure out to do, but, you know, if you're going to be crotchety, I guess on the side of a cliff would be fine.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fellow, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
How does he know it's been 300 years? I don't know if that's ever explained, because once you get to Arcadia, they don't have the same time system. So how do you know it's been 300 years? Did he keep time all that time? And in 300 years, do you... Interesting. Plot holes aside...
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
It will make sense later.
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic... I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of '34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Any time.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
I wonder if that's a reference to, Oh, now I can't remember the place. Well, that's a real image, isn't it? A lot of things in this game are pre-rendered 3D backgrounds and stuff, but I think the image in the background here of this coastline is a real image of the ocean. If it's not, it's pretty impressive. What's that place? Shangri-La. I wonder if that's a reference to Shangri-La. It kind of fits. So, I'm going to ask him to sign, because I did deliver his thing.
Sign this, please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
Well, thank you, Brian Westhouse.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse.
Back again so soon, Miss Ryan?
Yes'm.
I should get going.
All right.
Alright. That's all?
Hold on 1 second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something.
Of course.
It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
Awesome. I believe that if you just wind the watch, you can automatically go home. But I kind of want to go back to the map merchant and talk to him. I don't think it'll make...
Cortez said something about Mr. Westhouse being the key to shifting back. Maybe there's something magical about the watch he gave me.
No, I want to talk to the map...
Cortez said something about Mr. Westhouse being the key to shifting back. Maybe there's something magical about the watch he gave me.
I want to talk to the map merchant and get my money, okay? This is what happens when you start playing stuff like Skyrim, where you can just do whatever you want. Fine. I'll follow your rules, but I won't like it.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
A tiny hole, you say? Like the size of a pushpin?
If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it...
I don't know if that would work. Would
it worked! It's ticking! I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
By God, it's a shift. I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own 2 hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. Now you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, thanks.
I wanted to see the map merchant, but no. I wanted to be
Cortez.
paid.
Oh, God, it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own 2 eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
What you do is you create a hypothesis. You create a test for that hypothesis. You test the hypothesis. And then you find a conclusion. And if that conclusion can be repeated by multiple people, then it's true. That's called science. Sure, what happens now?
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance, about Stark and Arcadia.
He did.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum
Yeah, but he wasn't
Tobias.
very helpful.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrom. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an Instrum then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the Guardian was missing and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
What about last night?
What about last night?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others. And they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
Catastrophical? Is that a word? Who are you really, Cortez?
Who are you really, Cortez?
Yeah, I would want to know that.
Excuse
too.
me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. More so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
What do you mean,
Perdóname.
even me?
Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes? But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?